Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there. Welcome to Wake and Stretch in July. Today is Friday the 3rd, and thank you for joining me. It is a bit wet if you can see the ground here. It rained a lot last night. There's also some activity going on with monkeys and the dogs chasing said monkeys in the trees. So there is some, there's some energy today. And if you listen for a second, you can hear the frogs. Whenever there's a good rain here, you can always hear the frogs. It's really cool. Anyhow, as I nerd out over nature, today's Wake and Stretch will be in homage to the full moon, which is tomorrow. But because I'm doing Wake and Stretch on Mondays, Fridays, and Wednesdays, I said that weird. Anyway, I will not have the Wake and Stretch tomorrow on the actual full moon day. So we will do a little bit of a moon salutation today and maybe a few other extra poses. And so with that said, go ahead and get yourself set up. If you need blocks or props, grab them. Make sure that you always take care of yourself as we go through these practices. Do what's best for you and your body. And let's get started. Okay. All right, so finding your way at the top of your mat. We'll start in a standing position, finding Tadasana. Feel your feet nice and rooted underneath you. Spread those toes. Make sure the weight is equal amongst your feet so that you're not on the balls of the feet, you're not on your heels, but you're somewhere in the middle. Arms by your sides, palms flipped forward, and the idea here is that you are sharing and gaining energy from the world around you. Engaging the belly, letting the shoulder blades roll back and together. Nice long neck. Let's take a nice deep breath together. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. All right, let's do that again. Good. Bring one hand to your heart, one to your belly. Nice gentle breath in and out through the nose. Try to focus in on sounds that are pleasing to you, whether it's the sound of your breath, maybe you hear the frogs in the background here, or maybe there's something else playing that you can hear. Take this opportunity to focus the mind. To feel your breath in your body. Which helps us feel a little bit more centered. A few more breaths here. Now let your eyes start to gently blink open. And then let the arms extend down by your sides, palms forward. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale where you need. Interlace the fingers, all except for your pointer finger. Then squeeze your arms around your ears. You're nice and tall. Then inhale, lengthen through the waist. Exhale, engage the abdominals. And close those front ribs. Pull them together. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, gently lean over to the left and root down through that right foot. So you're really standing on the right foot. Inhale, coming up through center. Exhale, lean to the right, press down through the left foot. One more time each side. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, release the arms. You're going to step the left foot back. Face the left edge of your mat. Lift the arms to a nice star pose. And then exhale, bend the knees into goddess. We'll stay here for a breath or two. Feeling the legs start to wake up, the hips start to open. And on your inhale, straighten the arms and legs. We're going to rotate the toes to the left, to the back edge of your mat to find triangle pose. So inhale, let the arms come to shoulder height, then exhale, hips to the right, left hand comes down towards the left leg. From here, gently come up through vertical. We're going to flip the hips now to face the back of the mat. Change the back foot as you need and make sure it's outwardly rotated, taking Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lengthen through the waist. Exhale, bend at the hips. Fingertips can come to the thigh, to the shin, or to the mat. From here, bring the fingertips all the way down to the mat. Find your low lunge. Inhale, either walk the hands up to the thigh if that's where you are today, pardon my back, or sweep the arms up by your ears. On your exhale, bring the hands down to the inside of the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift up to high lunge, and then rotate the hips to face the left edge of the mat again for a side lunge or skandasana, if you will. Options here, you can either come up into a balance or you can fold forward. Folding forward will give you more stretch through the inner thighs and the hips. Right, from here, bring the torso up if you are folded forward. Walk yourself over to the right leg. Side lunge on the opposite side. Coordinate the legs and hips how you need to. Either balance and work on the core and the foot strength, or fold it forward for more of a stretch. If you're not sure, try each thing and see what feels better for you. On your inhale, bring yourself up to vertical if you weren't there already. Flip yourself into your high lunge, squaring off the hips now to the front edge of your mat. Gently lower down the back knee. Finding your low lunge here, hands to the thigh or sweep them up by the ears. From here, bring your fingertips down. We're going to tuck that back toe, hop it forward a bit. Inhale, lift yourself about halfway up, coming into Parsvottanasana. So the back leg is still outwardly rotated, front leg parallel. Lengthen through the waist. As you exhale, fold it forward. Fingertips to the thigh, to the shin, to a block, to the mat, wherever you need them. Inhaling, coming up through vertical, finding triangle pose. So adjust the left leg as you need, right leg stays put. Inhale your arms to the side, and then exhale, find your triangle pose. On your inhale, come all the way up through vertical. Square yourself off now to the left side of your mat, finding the star pose. Exhale, bend the knees, goddess. Inhale, straightening the arms and the legs. Step up to the top of the mat. Find your Tadasana. That's one half of the moon salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers. Exhale where you need. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale up through center, exhale, release the arms. This time step back with the right foot. Face the right edge of your mat, find star pose, and then exhale, bend the knees and elbows and find goddess. Breathing here. Inhale, straighten the arms and legs. Exhale, turn yourself to triangle pose facing the back of the mat so the right leg is in front. Inhale the arms out to your side. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhaling, coming up through vertical. Exhale, change the hips and the back leg for Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lengthen through the waist. Exhale, bend at the hips. Hands walk down the leg. Maybe they come to the ground, maybe they don't. As long as you're feeling a nice sensation through the hamstring and the hips, you're good. Let the fingertips come all the way down to the mat. Find your way to your low lunge. Inhale, hands to the thigh or sweep them up by your ears. On your exhale, hands come down to the inside of the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee, flip your hips, side lunge. Weight is on the right foot. Either balance or fold it forward. From here, bring yourself up, switch to the other side. So you're in side lunge on the left leg. Either balance or fold it forward. Inhaling, lifting up onto the hands. Exhale where you need, flip to your high lunge so you're facing the top of the mat. Finding low lunge on the other side. Bringing the hands up to the thigh or sweep them up by your ears. And let the fingertips come down to the mat, tuck the back toe. Finding Parsvottanasana, hopping the back foot forward a bit, lengthen through the waist. And then exhale, fold it forward. Getting a nice stretch through that left hamstring. And inhale, coming all the way up, finding triangle pose, opening the hips to the right side of the mat. The back leg is still in a rotated position. The front leg is still parallel to the front. Arms extend, exhale, triangle pose. Inhaling up through vertical, facing the side of your mat, star pose. Exhale the goddess. Stay for a breath. And inhale, straighten through the arms and legs. Step up to the top of the mat and find Tadasana. Staying here for a few breaths. Hands can come to the heart and belly. Notice what's different. Notice what's the same. We'll do a little bit of balancing while we're here in Tadasana. Shift your weight over into the right foot. Bring your hands behind you, bend the left, and see if you can connect with your foot. If you have a towel or a yoga strap or anything like that you want to use instead, especially if the shoulders are tight, feel free to do so. Then be careful of that left thigh bone. Make sure that it's not sweeping in front of you. Try to pull the inner thighs together so the knees match. Shoulders roll back, belly pulls up and in. So yes, you get a quad stretch here. You also get a little bit on the top of the foot and the ankle. And we'll move into Lord of the Dance, and I like to start here so that I can establish everything in the body first, get that alignment and the strength and the breath sorted out. Then release the right arm, let it sweep forward. So now I have that squareness, shoulders and hips. From there, pressing the foot into the back hand and seeing if I can shift the thigh bone without anything else really moving that much. You do move the hips a little bit and the ribs come forward a little bit, but there's still energy there. And breathe through, open the heart forward. Gently come back to a neutral stance. If your balance is still there, see if you can find tree pose. And it doesn't matter where the foot goes on the knee as long as you're, It doesn't matter where the foot goes on the leg as long as it's not the knee. There it is. Find your balance here in tree pose. Feel free to either press the palms at your heart in prayer If you like this connection of heart and belly, you can continue that. Arms can extend, or anywhere else you might love to place your arms for tree pose. And one more breath here in tree. And gently release the foot down. We'll take a half sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. Shift your weight into the left foot. Hands come behind, bend up that right foot. Hold on to that balance. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Trying to get the knees side by side. Shoulders roll back. Belly and ribs are active. It's always okay to stay here if this is where you're at today. If you'd like to go to full Lord of the Dance, left arm extends out in front. Right foot presses into the right hand. Start to move into a back bend. Don't let go of the squareness of the torso or the energy in the belly or the ribs. You can still have energy as it stretches. Breath. Breathe. Make sure you breathe. Gently coming back to neutral. Floating the leg to your tree. Hands can rest where you'd like them to. Gently release the foot down, finding Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Half sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. This time we'll make our way down to the mat, taking a half sun salutation to get there. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Now here's the difference. If you want a vinyasa, vinyasa. If you're not into it, just place your hands down and find your way onto hands and knees. Easy peasy. Yeah. From here, if you're doing a vinyasa, just catch up with us and come into tabletop. We'll do some cows and cats. Be mindful of your wrists. If you have wrist issues, do what you need to for that. You can always take this on blocks and be on your forearms. You can still do cow and cat without putting pressure on the wrists. All right, so here we go. Inhale, lifting the heart and tail. Exhale, curl. Go ahead and do this at your own pace. I'll talk through a few more rounds. Inhaling, lifting the heart. Exhaling and curling. Inhaling, lifting the heart and tail. Exhale, curl. Take a few more rounds. I'll give you a warning before we move on. Take one more full round of breath. Come back to a nice neutral spine and then exhale, child's pose. And from here, in your child's pose, let's take a thread the needle. So the hips are still back by the heels. Now, if this really hurts your knees and regular thread the needle is more your jam, then feel free to do that. And that means that the legs would come into a 90-degree angle, hips over the knees, and you would thread the needle through that way. Lately, I've been really enjoying taking it in child's pose. Feels a little bit cozier. It's not as intense on the neck. And you can use a pillow or a prop underneath your head if you'd like. So here's how it goes. Taking the right arm and threading it underneath. Gently lay down on your shoulder and the the temple of your head, right? So right where the temple is, where the hairline meets the face. If it's too much on the prop, you can always lay the head all the way down on the mat. Just be mindful. I just felt a wet tail caress my feet. And if you feel pretty secure here, you want to intensify the twist a little bit, you can take the top arm and bring it behind the back, connecting to the opposite hip. If the arm is bound behind the back, then gently bring it back to the mat. Press yourself up, and we'll twist to the other direction. So left arm threads underneath, coming onto the shoulder and the temple. If you want more intensity, the right arm can come behind the back. If the arm is behind the back, gently release it. Bring the hands underneath the shoulder. Gently press yourself up. And from here, let's just shift our weight onto the back. We'll take a little bit of a back bend here with any props. Moving into fish pose. So if you know regular fish pose and you're comfortable with it and your neck is okay with it, go ahead into it. I'm going to take it with more of a support. So bringing a block between the shoulder blades. Then letting the neck lengthen and the crown of the head comes down towards the mat. Your arms can go wherever you would like them to go. If you want to move into full fish, then bring your hands into a diamond shape and slide that underneath your sacrum. Then you move the elbows in as needed to prop yourself up. But doing it on the block is a little bit more user-friendly if you've not done this pose before. And your legs can go where you'd like them. I'm going a little bit more easy this morning, just what my intuition is telling me to do. But if you're feeling a little bit more intense today, feel free to extend the legs out. Or if you're in a shtangi, then you know where to go. One more breath here in fish. To come out of this, press down through the elbows, tuck the chin to the chest as you inhale. Exhale where you need, release the hands. Take any props out from underneath you and we will come into our Shavasana from here. I don't know if the dog will let me lengthen my legs out here. So take your Shavasana, however it is the most comfortable for you. If you're cold, if you need to prop yourself to be on an angle so your head is higher than your heart, if you want something underneath your knees so your lower back is happier, do what you need to. Let the eyes close, palms flip up, and take rest. like to stay in your Shavasana a little longer, feel free to do so. But if you're ready to get up, start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet, starting to wake up the arms and the legs. Then let the legs extend long underneath you, arms up overhead for a nice long stretch. Hug the knees in towards your heart. Give a little rock from side to side. And from here, roll onto your right side, find fetal position, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Then gently press yourself up to a seated position, eyes closed, hands pressed either together at your heart or find your heart and belly. Take a few moments to check in with yourself and how you're feeling after that practice. And as always, give a few moments of gratitude, something that you're grateful for today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. All right, so I hope that you are feeling good after that practice. Well, there's too much sun back there, huh? So if you are still interested in the Wake and Stretch, just know that I will be here again on Monday, same time, same place. I'll give a little reminder on the old social media before it happens. I always invite inspiration from you. Yes, this is an intuitive practice. I follow what my mind, body, and spirit tell me to, but I am influenced. So if there is something that you would like to work on to spark some creativity, I am more than happy to incorporate that somehow into my practice and share it with you. So either send me a DM or, I don't know, find a way. You can send me a DM, you can comment in this video and just let me know what you think, what you would like to work on. At any rate, have a beautiful day. Enjoy your weekend. For those of you in the US, happy 4th of July. Happy full moon when it comes. Enjoy the start of this new moon cycle and all the energy that it brings with us. I actually think that there's a lunar eclipse as well. Yeah, tomorrow. Anyway, on Saturday the 4th. Anywho, that's enough out of me and my big mouth. So I will see you on Monday. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.